Um, Proud of the way our guys fought in the second half. Obviously didn't do enough in the first half to make it for our players to have an opportunity to be in a much better situation. I thought the last 2 minutes of the first half really hurt us. You know, we had a scoring drive, a 3 and out, getting the ball back with a chance to go score, and we fumble a punt. And I know no one feels worse about that than Thayer, but to give them that field position before the half and then they score was tough. You know, because I thought we're kicking a field goal, which we did, made it. We're getting the ball back to start the third quarter, that we could get, you know, a little bit of a momentum swing there, and so that was critical. I feel bad for our seniors. You know, I love those kids, and for them not to have a bowl game. You know, we're going to make this a special week for them last week, and senior day, Carter Finley against our rival, but there were some positives tonight. You know, we ran the football well. I thought our offensive line battled and our tight ends and the backs ran hard. I thought Devin Leary showed a lot of guts and leadership. And Damari Hines did some really good things catching the football. But didn't do a good enough job on their quarterback. You know, his legs hurt us, and obviously a couple of the deep throws. Questions?
Dave, what was different in the second half offensively that things started to click?
Well, I think it started to click that drive before the end of the first half, and we started getting into some run game and some tempo, which helped. I thought we just executed, found kind of where their blitzes were coming from, and were able to pick them up better as the game went on. The O-line just prevented the penetration we were having early, because there were some things happening inside on our center that was busting up our inside and hurting us on our run game, and we were able to take care of that, you know, after the adjustments were made at the quarter.
You forced a turnover there in the first half and weren't able to capitalize on it, but then in the second half you were able to drive down and get that touchdown. How important was that drive at the beginning of the fourth quarter to kind of give you guys some life?
Yeah, I mean, it was great to get 2 takeaways, and like you said, should have had one on the first play of the game. Forced a fumble on the opening kickoff that they recovered. But yeah, it was big, you know, to get the ball back, and almost had an interception. It was kind of a weird play there at the end with Malik.
Dave, what was the play on the 2-point play, and obviously it didn't go the way you wanted to. What was supposed to happen there?
It's a sprint out. We've got a flat route with a corner route behind it. So if it's man-to-man, hoping to get, you know, a rub for the flat. If it's zone, you have a high-low for the quarterback, and then carries on a hide route going the opposite direction that he can throw back to if everything's covered, which it was. And then he had pressure on him, so he couldn't get his feet set to throw it back. So, you know, it's a pretty typical rub route, high-low that you see with the tight end hide route.
You're normally positive with the players. What was your message to them at the half? Because it seemed like that was not one of your better first halves.
It was horrible. It was horrible.
Was it just a challenge for you?
To be honest, they were calling each other out in there. I didn't have to say a whole lot. I mean, and not in a negative way, just guys, this ain't us. Like, what are we doing? And all the stuff we talked about, and everything's just been about executing and doing your job, and we didn't. And they were just calling each other out on it. I didn't have to say a whole lot about that. It was just, you know, we need to play the best half of our life to win this game, and you guys are capable of it. And if you can go out there and do that, we're going to have the best celebration you've ever had after this thing. And we were close. Just didn't get it done.